Afternoon, everyone. I'm the Black Shadow. Everyone's having a pretty good weekend at the moment, and I know what you're going to say. A couple of people asked me, perhaps on one of these update videos, maybe I would, you know, I think I'd humour some people. Look at it that way. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a pretty good weekend. Sorry, this is coming out a couple of days later than I had originally planned. I normally try and get these out at the very beginning of the month, or maybe a day or so prior. But it's been pretty busy my end. That's even today. I've been at a barbecue pretty much most of the day. I only got back shortly a while ago. But I'm not here to talk about the barbecue, the food, or the fact the glorious temperature outside. It's pretty nice weather actually for it. We're here, of course, to talk about the channel. What are we doing at the moment? Retro season is now ploughing on a pretty solid pace. I'm basically that's what I'm calling it now. Although I've been doing a lot of NES stuff, we're kind of getting to the point where I'm starting to switch between systems a fair bit. Obviously, we've gone on to the SNES at the moment as I'm doing Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels, which is proving very tricky. And then we're going to be heading on back to the NES briefly, and then heading on over to a game actually from the Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive in the coming couple of weeks, which would be pretty cool. And then basically, it's what we're going to be doing. Lots of going backwards and forwards between systems at the moment, but all pretty much like mid 90s or before. You're looking at mainly speaking. And yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's nice to be able to bring out the titles. They've generally been reasonably easy to record as well, which helps with me. Of course, with that being alongside Final Fantasy Tactics, which is starting to roll on now as we head into Chapter 2 of that. And things are getting obviously incredibly dramatic with that, and they are naturally a lot longer records, a bit more work I have to put into those as well. So it all comes and goes. The main reason for this update video basically is regarding the live streaming. So we've done a couple of them now over on Mixer. Link is in the description below. And I think they've gone reasonably alright so far. Now, I do kind of want to do something to sort of help with kicking it off. And we've done a bit of Death Row to Countdown the past couple of streams, which is fine. However, I have made a decision that I'm going to change titles. What am I going to change it to? Well, I have pretty much decided. And this couples along with something I've been doing on the Discord server as well recently. There is another game that I am interested in getting along with and hoping it's going to record and stream well, as I did a little bonus bit at the end of the last stream, and the results were kind of mixed. And that is regarding Resident Evil Outbreak. Now, one of the great things about doing this channel is that, obviously, last year, I finally got the opportunity to do Outbreak Online, which was something I've always wanted to do for a long time. Over on the Discord server at the moment, I've got a thread up and running about steps and means you can take to actually, if you have Resident Evil Outbreak, to actually be able to play online with it nowadays. Because it is something I am very interested in trying to get more people on the channel doing. I know there's one or two as it is already. So what I'm going to be doing is next Saturday, so this time next week, roughly. What's it? Oh, it's a bit late. Anyways, about this time next week, I'm going to be playing some Resident Evil Outbreak. We're going to be playing it online, and I'm going to be inviting anyone on the channel who wants to get involved in it, has the capabilities of getting involved in it. You are more than welcome to come along. I haven't quite decided what exactly I am or am not going to do on it yet, but that's kind of irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. And I think it'd be a really awesome way to, to get some Resident Evil on the onto the streams, which I do want to do. It's finally a chance to sort of kind of interact a bit more with you guys as well. I think it'd be a really entertaining, really good stream, and it also hopefully will line me up to some more Resident Evil that I'm looking to do some streaming of in a few weeks or so. I'm not going to review anything about that now, but there is something else I have planned, which I think will be very, very interesting to watch. Judging from previous games that I have played in such a fashion, they've generally been pretty well received. So next Saturday it'll be the usual time of 4 o'clock start. The stream itself kicking off about 3:40ish to give me time to set up and do bits and pieces like that, have a bit of a chat with you guys. And then about 4ish we are going to be playing some Resident Outbreak Online, and I hopefully will be able to do it with some of you guys. I think it'd be fantastic to do. If you need details or assistance or help or just any information regarding setting up yourself, do check out the Discord server. I've got a specific thread built on this of plenty of information of the steps you need to take to set it up. It's a lot more simpler now than it used to be when I set this up a good couple of years ago. Part of the process has changed, and it's reasonably simple compared, folks. So hopefully, so we can get caught along, and I think it'd be fantastic to do that. And as I say, there's more stuff I want to do streaming as well in the next month or so, but I'll release details of that as we go. So there's not really much else I particularly need to say about actually. The only other things I guess that come to mind is the search is still on for a new one of these things. I have got my eyes set on a set of equipment actually, which is going on with CM3, and we're actually going to be looking at doing a couple of joint LPs for to add in with the retro season over the next few weeks, folks. And we're going to be testing out some new equipment with that. And if it goes out pretty well, and if it seems pretty good style, I may well be getting hold of that myself. We're looking to start doing some recording on Monday, is the effectiveness. I don't know when exactly the videos are going to be uploaded. It probably won't be for another couple of weeks or so. That's totally fine. But assuming that goes pretty well, we may have a set of pretty solid, pretty professional equipment coming this way over the next couple of weeks. Of course, is that huge thanks to the Patreons who, of course, are helping to support that and me getting hold of that equipment. And I'll give some more details for them on the update video they're going to get separately after this. So that's on its way, and yeah, there's really not too much to say at this moment in time. It's actually going to be probably one of the shorter update videos at the time. Of course, if you guys have any suggestions, any questions, anything like that, feel free to ask me even in the comments below. The Discord server, I'm usually enough active on that and generally reachable on that. And it would be the best way of getting hold of me as far as a likelihood to comment. You know, that's probably I see it and I'll respond to that almost immediately once I see it, sort of thing. So other than that, have a good evening and weekend and week and month and however long until I do the next one of these, or probably next month, when hopefully I'll be able to give plenty of details on potentially lots of Resident Evil coming up. Of course, I had basically said I wasn't planning to do very much until virtually next year, but I thought, sod it, pretty much. So keep posted, and I will see you guys very soon.